Right. So yesterday we had started over the basics over the Gosu programming.
Yeah,
Gosu is more or less like Java, which is on works on Java virtual machine.
yeah.
So we have a separate editor for Gosu, as in when you can see here, Gosu can be installed and we can use the editor as I'm showing you. But
Okay.
we are learning into guideware development, you don't need this editor because this is inbuilt
Okay. We
development.
have Guidewire ID, so we use that.
We have Guideware Developer Studio where this Gosu programming is being inbuilt here. And
Okay.
only for the basic Gosu programming, something for any null point exceptions or null defaults, right? So for that purpose, generally these are being used in this regard. So there
Yeah,
are examples which I am going to explain you. A line by line explanation I'll be providing. Possible I'll try to make it line by line.
yeah,
So for
yeah. Okay.
it's like because hello world programming, anyone, those are the basic stuff anyway that you are aware of. Right? So
Yeah,
hello world programming, anyway that you are aware of anyway. Right? So that is anyway common, right?
yeah,
This is hello world program.
yeah,
So I'm going to take some simple loops or something like okay. So I'll take it.
yeah,
Right. So here is an example I'm just taking. Right, for a simple loops. Right. So simple loops concept. So this is a program wherein I have taken. Uh, right. So this is the code. Right. So wherein it starts with where list. So the number can be
yeah.
so number can be I've just taken called as 6 to 5 or something of that kind, right? So there is
Okay.
6 to 5, it can be 1 2 3 or something like so. This
Mm.
code, how do we understand this particular code, right? So wherein we have update the variable declaration here. So we have updated
Mm.
whatever the variable declarations we have right from the
Mm.
variable list we have updated. At the same time, we have even mentioned about the variable list, right? So list as well as the kind of
Yeah,
we have explained here. So whenever
yeah.
we try to know about this, first of all, we must be knowing about what are the standard ones. Okay, please make a note. Variable list. The first one I am mentioning. This is the first line I have taken. Okay, variable list.
Yeah.
Variable list of any number. The one which I am highlighting, I am explaining. Okay, variable.
Okay.
The one which variable list, the number that we have taken, the number that we have taken, this one. Okay, the one which we have taken initializes initializes the list of string. Okay, this initializes the list of
Okay. Strings.
strings. Okay.
Mm.
Now, this is for loop. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
For number in the list. For number in the list represents 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 a standard for each loop represents a standard for each loop for each loop where where Gosu programming or Gosu
Mm.
or Gosu infers that number Gosu infers that number as a string, whichever the number that we have taken. Okay, matter to the fact, the number as a string
Okay.
as it is as it is
Mm.
in spite of writer as it is as the list contains strings as is list contains strings.
Okay.
Now the print number. Okay, this represents, I am highlighting everything so that you can relate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Relates of printing. Each number on a new line. Each number has a new line. Okay, now this is the first one. Okay, this is the line. Okay, I have this line. Now I want to print only this line. So which has to be represented here. Okay, has to be represented.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
taking one. Okay, I want to take 1, 2, and 3.
Sorry.
Take 2 and 3 as the numbers which I want to present
Yeah. Now it will print 1, 2, 3.
as 3, right? So the first lines of what the print that I want to present it over here. So present it, because even though in the second variable list, whatever I was mentioned can be 2, 6, and 5. Okay, already
Yeah.
taken 6, 2, and 5. Okay.
Yeah.
The line of first variable, whatever I have taken, is only 1, 2, and
1, 2, 3.
this is the first one. Second, when it comes to the variable second list, you can write down in the second line. When it comes to the variable second list, this one. Variable second list. In continuation to the first one, okay, variable second list, where index I automatically creates local integer as I, which starts at a given number, and increments with every loop cycle. Okay, right? Whereas this print I as well as number, okay, numerical number.
Okay. Whereas
Right. Whereas print I as well as number
print I
uses the string interpolation, to show the positions and value. To show the positions and value. To show the positions in and value. Okay. So where I want to present and I want to print 963. Okay, this was the value which I want to print.
Yeah. At index 0, it's 9. Index 1 is.
First one remains this constant because first one we have not changed in the variable list.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Whereas when it comes to the variable second list is concerned, wherein this presents here. Now, the third var list 3. Var list 3. In this is var list 3. In this, iterator exposes the underlying Java.util iterator iterator object which is used to traverse the list, which is used to traverse the list. Which is used to traverse the list. Whereas, next line, you can write down. Whereas, iter.remove to safely remove the current elements. Remove the current elements of the original collection as list 3.
From the
Original collection as list 3. Next, print list. In this, after loop finishes,
after
the loop finishes, this will be empty as every item is removed. Every item was removed. It's not is removed. Every item was removed during the iteration.
Yeah.
Generating. Yeah. Right. So this is how you should understand, right? So what are the simple loops or something of that kind, right? So we have taken. So this is how we need to understand this. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, let me run this properties. Let me run the properties. Now properties. Properties example. Okay, properties. This is an example for a property.
Okay.
Declarations where new property as an example we have taken. Print excluding, right? So bar or should bar or anything of that, any property can be used here. Different properties are being used. Now, the first one, it's a variable which is equal to new property example. Okay. Okay. What this presents. Okay. So this creates the highlighted one I'm referring to. Okay. This creates an instance of the, or this represents, right? Like that, not creates. This represents. Here we are explaining the code, right? I'm explaining the code. So that this represents instance of the property example instance of the property example class. Property example class. Print example we have taken, right? Example bar, right? So print example bar. Instead of bar, you can take anything. I've just taken as an example. So print example bar calls the property, as get bar property, get bar, even though it looks like accessing a variable which actually executing a specific method call.
Mm.
Done writing.
Mm.
Now, the next one about the class property example. Okay, the class property example here. Right? So this is the class property example that we have.
Mm.
So wherein we need to set the bar, right? So get bar, all that stuff, right? So now in this variable batch, okay, in this variable batch, variable underscore bar is a private field,
Is it?
private backing field, because we are mentioning the private number, right? So private field we are mentioning, right? So private backing field to store the actual data. To store the actual data. To store the actual data. Whereas property get bar,
Mm.
get bar string, this one, to complete.
Requires.
No, whereas property get bar, it's not request, allows.
Okay. Allow strings.
This complete, right? Property get
Mm.
allows external code, to read the value, external code to read the value of the bar,
Mm.
by simply typing bar. Now, next one is property set bar, wherein we have given a value there, value string. Okay, property set bar called as a settler settler, CTT,
Mm.
which allows
Mm. Mm.
to update the value, which
Mm.
update the value with logic, with logic. With logic.
Mm.
With logic. Okay.
Mm.
Next, if value, right? If value, if value. Okay.
Mm.
This adds validation. This adds validation.
Mm.
If someone
Mm.
try to set the property, to foo, try to set the property,
Property.
which can provide,
Try to set the property.
which can provide
Mm.
an error message if fails. An error message if fails. Okay. It's not a valid value or that. It fails. It's error message. Now, underbar equal to value. Okay.
Mm.
If the validation is passes, if the validation is passes, it updates the private field. It updates the private field.
Mm.
Right? Clear.
Mm.
So this is how we have to understand, right? So we have like filtering and mapping convenient, right? So at the same time, property exceptions. Like if you want
Uh, can you run this code once? Like, do we need to give the string?
so
We
once
need to.
yes, we have to give it and we need to close it. We have to close this. Once we have closed it, here you can see an option called run code. So once
Yeah.
you run it, automatically this will
Yeah, but how did it become from bar to short bar? Like, where did we give short adding
we are
like this?
giving short here. Here we are providing.
Oh, okay. It's
Here
for the different code. Okay.
it is for the different code. That's about experiencing. Okay. This is for the bar. Okay. So once if
Mm.
you want to update the short bar, wherein you have to provide a variable, right? Variable short exception, where new short example we have to write, wherein you need to print that. In
Okay.
print bar, you need to update the bar also. You can write it now in extension to this. Write it. Now, after that, this is whatever we have covered about this bar one. Okay, that is we have covered.
Yeah.
Okay, we have covered. Now, this is for short. Okay.
Mm.
Hmm. When it comes to the first one, okay, variable short example, okay, short x,
Mm.
this one,
Mm.
short example. This create an instance. This create an instance
Mm.
uh, of the short class, shortened example class, shortened example class, where it where WHERE where
Wait.
it prints short bar
Mm.
Short example bar, okay, short bar, right? Short bar by accessing property created of the keyword that we have given, or the property keyword that we have given. Okay.
Yes.
When it comes to the class shorthand, right? So this presents string as bar called short bar. In this bar, this presents the string, declares the internal variables, You will study, we will do this in Guidewire developer, okay? But because these are the generalized examples I am giving. When
Yeah.
it comes to the Gosu, when we are running on the Guidewire, the examples can be integration or anything of that kind. So
Yeah.
that detailing is important. So because these are the basic things you are learning for basic, but understanding the code in the Guidewire is important. Of course, Guidewire you cannot integrate here because this is a standalone kind of. Okay,
Yeah.
as it is already built. There we need to understand the code. I will explain that later, but let it go with it. Okay.
Yeah.
As var bar, string declares the internal variable. As bar, automatically creates a property. Create a property and sets the default value. Sets the initial default. Right? Set the initial default value as second bar, right? So bar, second one is short. Did you understand this? Understand? Clear?
Yeah.
So this is how we have to understand the basic Gosu, but this is not required because end of the day we have to show this in the developer studio. There I will be showing it. So we will start the developer studio from Monday onwards. We are going to start that. I am going to explain about the data models, ETI, ETX, all that. There we will see, we will write the code, or we already have the code. So that code I will show you. And how you have to understand while you are going to make the changes, because as a Guidewire developer, you have to make the changes. So for that, you should understand the existing code which is already presented. Fortunately, the code is available. Okay, so you don't need to write. How this code has to understood from the Gosu program in the Guidewire Developer Studio that we will be doing. Okay, from there, we'll start from it.